Hi guys, my name is Mohammad bin Ashanar. My metric number 2023300931.
Hi, my name is Mohammad Hanafi bin Shahran. My number matrix is 2023300717.
My name is Arif Ajwad bin Arif. My matrix number is 2023160379.
My name is Mulhim bin Azhar with matrix number 2023385 and 135.
Hi, my name is Izzety Emylya binti Mohammad Izani. My metric number is 2023384903.
For the introduction, Malaysia fiscal policy involves how the government plan and control its income and spending to influence the country economy and promote fair development. It includes collecting revenue mainly through taxes and channeling that money into areas such as infrastructure, public service, education, healthcare, and social support. In recent years, especially following the COVID-19 crisis, the government has taken a more active role in using fiscal tools to boost economic recovery, drive investment, and protect vulnerable communities. The main aim of this approach is to uphold economic stability while building a fair and resilient society. Key actions include reforming subsidy to better reach those in need, expanding digital and physical infrastructure, and managing debt level to ensure long-term sustainability. This step show the government ongoing effort to balance short-term support with long-term financial responsibility, something many development nations are also striving to achieve in fast-changing global economy.
Malaysia is currently facing a serious challenge, a rising national debt. This issue became more critical after the COVID-19 pandemic, when the government had to spend heavily to support the economy and the people. But that's the problem. When debt gets too high, a large part of the government's income had to go toward paying interest and repaying loans. That means there's less money available for important things like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Another big issue Malaysia is facing is the challenge of maintaining fiscal consolidation. In simple terms, that means keeping government spending under control while reducing the budget deficit. But it's not easy. The government still needs to support economic growth and help the people, especially through subsidies, cash aid, and development projects. At the same time, revenue is limited due to tax leakages and heavy reliance on oil income.
I will explain about point 3, subsidy reduction on RON95 petrol. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim is facing a major economic challenge related to the reduction of RON95 fuel subsidy. The reduction is scheduled to take place by the end of 2025. Purpose of subsidy rationalisation for aim at improving Malaysian fiscal health and reducing the budget deficit. The issue is highly politically sensitive because RON95 is widely used by the public. Reducing the subsidies would immediately raise fuel costs for many Malaysians. This situation highlights the conflict between necessary economic reform and the political risk of public dissatisfaction due to rising living costs. Next, I will explain about point 4, increase and expansion of sale and service type SST. Do you know what the impact of that? Let me explain. SST can also influence customer sentiment and confidence. Consumers may believe that rising costs suggest they cannot afford to spend as much as they used to, resulting in a drop in total expenditure. Consumer spending is a key component of economic growth. Hence, a decline in it might be detrimental to the economy. On the positive side, the SST is predicted to strengthen the country's fiscal condition and lower the budget deficit. A more solid fiscal situation can result in reduced borrowing costs and a more stable currency, which can help consumers by lowering interest rates and stabilizing the cost of living.
fostering economic growth and diversification. Growth and diversification promotes policy that stimulates small and medium enterprise (SMEs) and diversity to economy to create jobs. Reduce the dependency on subsidies, thus building resilience against external shocks. The statement about fostering economic growth and diversification involves strategic measures to strengthen the economy, create employment, and reduce reliance on subsidies. The measure aims to foster a more resilient economy by empowering small businesses, reducing state subsidies, and providing employment opportunities. Solution 2. Mitigate cost of living increase. The recommendation to mitigate cost of living increase involves specific policy designed to support those most affected by rising costs and economic pressure. Implement targeted social assistance programs aimed at vulnerable groups such as lower-income households and the middle class to cushion the impact of rising prices. This could include direct cash aid, subsidized public transportation, or price controls on essential goods. In summary, this policy focuses on cushioning economic shock at the household level, especially for those most vulnerable, to prevent social discontent, support social stability, and demonstrate government responsiveness through tough economic times.
Okay, I'll explain how Malaysia can implement a targeted fuel subsidy mechanism to improve efficiency and equity in public spending. Firstly, we must reform the current blanket subsidy for RON 95 petrol. Instead of subsidizing everyone, the government should target only low and middle income groups, particularly the B40 and selected N40 segments. This helps avoid subsidy leakage to wealthy groups and non-citizens. Next, we can leverage digital infrastructure using integrated database like PADU and MyCard linked system. The government can automatically verify eligible recipients and distribute subsidies in real time. This increases transparency while reducing administrative burdens. Finally, fuel subsidy reforms must be part of a larger social safety net. This includes cash assistance like sumbangan tunai rahmah, transport credits, and mobility support to rural areas to ensure no one is left behind. With targeted implementation, Malaysia can ensure subsidies reach those who truly need them effectively and fairly. Let's look at how we can strengthen the Sales and Service Tax or SST framework while protecting small business and consumers. First, policy transparency is the key. The government must provide clear, updated information about SST guidelines, exemption, and changes. This helps prevent confusion and builds public trust, especially when it comes to essential goods and services. Next, we need relief for micro, small, and medium enterprise. Measures like tax credit, compliance subsidies, or deferred payment can reduce the burden of SST expansion on small business during the transition. To promote fairness, a tiered tax structure should be introduced. Smaller firms can be taxed at lower rates or even granted exemptions. This encourages inclusivity while maintaining government revenue. Finally, strong market oversight is crucial. Anti-profiteering laws must be enforced to prevent business from unfairly raising prices, especially in key sectors like food, transport, and utilities. With transparency, relief, and oversight, the SSC system can support both economic growth and social equity.
For the conclusion, Malaysia faces defining moment where careful economic management and empathy must go hand in hand. To reduce national debt and maintain fiscal stability, the country must expand and diversify its economic foundation while addressing rising living costs through well-targeted support, especially in light of subsidy cuts like those on RON 95 petrol. At the same time, strengthening the Sales Service Tax (SST) with clear, transparent relief mechanism is crucial for restoring public trust and ensuring fair contribution. By combining smart policy with a people-first approach, Malaysia can build a more resilient, equitable, and future-ready economy.